This is kbci.blogspot.com, YouTube, Boston, G.B.R. I'm in Quitman, Georgia, in the county of Brooks, where the Quitman 10 were arrested for alleged absentee voter fraud. On this location, I watched the Honorable Representative Tyrone Brooks stand before this marker along with the late Senator Robert Brown, Representative David Lucas, who served in the Georgia General Assembly for 37 years. Also, Helen Butler, all came to Brooks County in support of the Quitman 10. Yet, the Quitman Free Press, the newspaper in this city, ignored nearly 200 people that met over in Walker Street Auditorium. So we must ask a question here in South Georgia. Why is it that much of the news is not reported to the general public? This is a problem. When you can have something wherein representatives come down, senators come down, civil rights legends come down to a city in South Georgia, and nothing is reported in the news. That means that the historical archival record of South Georgia will be forever ignored, not recorded in the archival record for our children, grandchildren, and coming generations to look at and to bear witness of what took place during the reign of the first historic black African-American president, Barack Obama. We came and we watched Tyrone Brooks, Representative Tyrone Brooks, read this sign. And he said to himself that there's a possibility that some of the white European slave owners may have given him his name. And I already have videos on my blog about that. This Civil War slave conspiracy marker says in August 1864, during the American Civil War, 4 men were executed in Brooks County, Georgia, for conspiring to plot insurrection. The conspirators, led by a local white man, notice it's a white man, Sam, planned to seize weapons and take control of the town of Quitman, securing it for the U.S. Army in nearby Florida. Local authorities discovered the plot before it could be carried out. All 4 conspirators were convicted of insurrection and executed on August 22nd, 1864. Anti-Confederate activity such as this, along with school riots, draft evasion, and labor unrest, increased during the final year of the war. Now, Tyrone Brooks believed that his slave masters is the creator of his name, which is Tyrone Brooks. And of course, this is Brooks County. And at the bottom it says, this particular historical monument, erected for the Civil War, 150 commemoration by the Georgia Historical Society and the Georgia Department of Economic Development. I am over here because I am a firm believer that we should retain our history. Too much of the black African-American history has been lost over the years, and it seems like some of us don't care. But I'm here to say to you that my grandmother told me that they used to lynch blacks in front of this courthouse, take them west of the course, and turn left off of 84 to a branch called Nigger Branch. They tried to say the name of it was Negro Branch, and they renamed it to Pride Branch, I believe. But nobody in Brooks County, black or white, know of a Negro Branch. Everyone knows Negro Branch. Now, once again, isn't it strange that the Quitman Free Press could ignore and the local TV stations in South Georgia that on June the 18th of last year, there was Juneteenth, which celebrates the slaves and the freeing of the slaves, but just across the street, nearly 150 to 200 people gathered, but there's nothing in the archival record except what I have recorded on my blog and on YouTube. This is very important to me because I'm from Brooks County, and I'm asking you to stay tuned to Boston G.B.R. on my YouTube channel, also kvci.blogspot.com for the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say. But I do believe that the Quitman team deserve to have a trial from among their peers, not just a jury of those select few by the few to control the many. It is time now that even Brooks County be brought into the 21st century. This is George Boston Rhymes in Valdosta, where I was brought up from the 2nd grade through 12th grade, and I graduated right over there from Washington Street High School. And when I graduated from Washington Street High School, that same night I caught a bus out of Quitman going to Atlanta, and eventually I went into the United States Armed Forces and did 20 years. And for me to come back and see Quitman, Lowndes County, in the predicament that it's in terms of race relations, to me, is a disgrace, to say the least. Quitman 10, I support you and the people of this particular county. This is George Boston Rhymes, kvci.blogspot.com, doing what we do because it must be done. Until next time, bye-bye. We gone.